Breaking news, U.S. warships have entered the Taiwan Strait again, and China isn't just watching quietly this time. Beijing is on high alert, military assets are moving, and the tension between two global giants is reaching another boiling point. So, what's happening, why now, and how serious is it this time? Let's unpack it. The Taiwan Strait, a narrow but extremely strategic body of water separating China and Taiwan, has become one of the most dangerous flashpoints on the planet. Every time a U.S. Navy ship moves through it, alarms go off in Beijing, and this latest passage isn't just routine. It's happening at a time when U.S.-China relations are already on edge, from trade tensions and tech bans to diplomatic warnings and military drills. According to reports, at least one guided missile destroyer from the U.S. Navy transited the Taiwan Strait as part of what the Pentagon calls a freedom of navigation operation. The message from Washington is clear: this is international water, and the U.S. will sail where it's legally allowed. But for China, it's a direct challenge to its authority and to its claim that Taiwan is part of its territory. Beijing's response, swift and sharp. Chinese naval forces were immediately placed on high alert, tracking the U.S. vessel throughout the passage. State media called it a provocation, and the Chinese military even released a statement warning of firm countermeasures if these transits continue. Some analysts believe China could escalate by conducting more aggressive air or sea patrols, or even staging military drills dangerously close to Taiwan. This is more than just a routine show of force, it's part of a larger pattern. Over the past year, the U.S. has increased its naval presence in the region, and China has responded with record-breaking military drills around Taiwan. It's become a high-stakes game of deterrence, and the risks are growing. One miscalculation, one accident, one wrong signal, and we're looking at a potential conflict with global consequences. What's even more interesting is how this affects Taiwan itself. The island, which Beijing considers a breakaway province, is walking a tightrope. On one hand, Taiwan welcomes U.S. support. On the other, it knows that increased military activity makes it a direct target in any future confrontation. The people of Taiwan are used to this tension, but there's a growing sense that things are shifting, and not in a good way. The international reaction is mixed. U.S. allies like Japan, Australia, and the U.K. continue to express support for a free and open Indo-Pacific. But they're also urging restraint, knowing that a full-blown conflict would disrupt global trade, crash markets, and drag multiple countries into a fight they don't want. For now, it seems both sides are still drawing lines and daring the other to cross them. The U.S. is trying to maintain presence without triggering war. China is trying to assert dominance without making the first move. But how long can this standoff really last? That's the big question, and one we all should be paying attention to. Because the Taiwan Strait isn't just a regional issue. It's a possible trigger for a wider geopolitical crisis. And what happens there could affect everyone from stock prices and supply chains to national security and peace in the Asia-Pacific. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more real updates on global events. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the U.S. is right to keep sending warships through the strait? Or is this making things worse? And if you learned something new, share this video with someone who needs to understand what's really going on. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp and stay informed.